So here we are at the Oxford Valley Mall in Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
It's a little bit of a windy, rainy night, so you guys will have to forgive any wind shear or raindrops you hear.
Yeah, I'm staying out here underneath of an umbrella, sadly, but them's the breaks.
Yeah, you can't always rely on the weather to cooperate on these trips.
Yeah, well, I wanted to start our video outside because they got this cool display out here. These like LED Christmas trees inside of the old outdoor fountain. This fountain's been dry since at least 2008.
Hey, it's not so dry tonight, though,
It's not dry tonight. No, it is not. I gotta say, having all the water on there creates a nice reflective effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Makes it look almost like it's ice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice. But it's like, this is something they haven't really been doing up until this year, and so this is a really nice touch, and it's one of those things that I saw pictures of, and I was like super surprised because it's like they haven't really been taking that much effort, especially with this part of the mall, for a long time. So
Yeah.
to see them, putting something like this in, it's just super cool.
Well, what do you say? You want to go see what's inside?
Yeah, let's get out of the rain, huh?
Let's go this way so we can go stand underneath the awning.
Yeah. Yeah, well, underneath this old portion of the mall too.
Well, this is a spot nobody ever decides to pay any attention to. You know?
Actually have something going on.
Oh, they got like a music studio. Oh, that's not. That's a church.
It's a church. They put a church at the mall.
That's
I had
cool.
no idea that was happening.
I didn't know they were going to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was not anticipating seeing the church. It looks like there's like a little cafe there. Wow.
Interesting developments. But yeah, formerly you just use this area here for like, businessy type things, travel agencies, insurance. They had a little police substation back there in the corner. It's been pretty empty for a long time. I'm really surprised to see a church in there.
Yeah, that's something else. Interesting new times at the mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great effect with those LED trees inside the old fountain. Coming up on an old relic here too. This used to be the old Farrell's ice cream parlor.
Oh yeah, Farrell's, yeah.
A lot of people have some real fond memories of that place.
Now, I'm going to go over here just because you got to do it. This mall used to have a great old logo. Oh, there's that wind. Sorry about that. Whoa. But you never see the old logo anymore. They memory hold it. But if you go over here to the little business building, you can see it on the door handles. It's the only place you're ever going to see it again. But yeah, I'm getting out of this rain. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, it's like the wind is about to take my umbrella from me.
Well, it's in that little wind tunnel area. It's always like that in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So much for... I was going to say, so much for combing my hair before I came in, right?
Oh well. This is what we go through for you guys, though, to produce content.
We're having this big wintry mixed storm right now.
Yeah, it's like there's actually a terrible cold front coming in later, and it's going to drop the temperature from 50-some degrees down to the teens over the next couple days.
I think it's going to be 10 degrees in there or something like that.
Anyway, it's not going to be good.
Anyway, I'm going to pause right here real quick just so I can wipe the raindrops off the camera. Hang on a minute.
Knees all limbered up.
Do your stretches. Make sure you're nice and limber, right? Come on, let's do this. Yeah. I know I said it 1,000 times, but I just happen to love the ceilings in this place.
Yeah, this is a nice view out across here. It's really nice with the escalators and the space frame ceiling. Does it get a lot better than this?
It actually does, by the way. You should see some of the old pictures.
Oh yeah, we definitely have some of that.
Yeah, I think I might be able to dig out a picture of this area, maybe. But they had fountains on either side of these escalators right here. You can see the big circle on the floor. It was a nice big circular fountain.
I like how they always put the little trees on either side though. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, it is.
That's a real nice touch.
But it was always really cool. You know, you're going up the escalator, and all of a sudden you turn your left, and there's a fountain right there shooting up past your head. You know, it was a cool sight. You know, they used to have the Santa display down by Sears, but they moved it over to Macy's a couple years ago.
Yeah, this used to be the end of the mall that they did all the like special displays and stuff like that. But
It's like this mall had a butt ton of fountains. There was a little teeny fountain right here with a bridge open across it.
yeah, it was nice. But yeah, you're looking down across where the old Sears used to be at this point.
But before that, it was Stern for a couple years.
And then it was Gimbel's before that, correct?
Yeah, this is the Gimbel's storefront you're looking at. Let's go down and check on Santa. Huh?
Yeah, well, let's go see what he's up to tonight. He's probably quite busy tonight.
I hope he's still there.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he probably is.
So it's a little on the late side. It's like 7:30 or something like that. But
Yeah.
the mall's open until 9. Remember the days when malls closed at 9:30, like normally every night?
Yeah, and then around the holidays that they'd stay open until like, 11, 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Well, the closer you got to the holiday, the longer the hours were. Now, if you were 3 days out like we are today, this mall would be open until midnight easily.
Oh, yeah. Back in the old days, it certainly would have.
Now, they got a grand old tree in this place.
Yeah, they have a nice one down here.
Oh, I think it's after Santa's shift. That's a shame. We have a really good one here, a really stately guy with a big vest on. He's, deep voice,
Yeah, he's got a personality, too. I like the Santa here.
Santa is feeding his reindeer.
Santa is feeding his reindeer. Well, I'm sure that they're about to earn their feeding in a couple of days.
Well, yeah, they got work to do. Big old tree. That's cool. Now, I noticed this the last time we were here. These things, creepy looking. These things look like old 60s things. You know what I'm talking about? Like uncanny 60s novelty things. With the way his face is painted there. I don't know, that weirds me out a little bit for some reason.
But wow, get a load of this.
That is really big. See, that's got to be, 20 feet tall?
It's like I have to really, really pull back just to get it all in.
I don't even think I can get it all in one shot. I don't think it works. I don't have a zoom. Macy's always does it nice for the holidays too. Here's another one of those creepy things.
Yeah, he was actually turned on the last time we were here. I got some footage of him.
Oh yeah, they have these things on springs and they bounce around. It's very weird.
And because of like the sort of almost like clockworks inside of them, they actually sound very, odd when they're doing their thing.
Now I'm going to hang out here for a quick second. Now they got all the decorations, so I can't get the exact spot that the photographer was at in 1978, but there's a really cool picture you got to see right here.
place used to be bonkers cool.
Oh man, jeez, you're not kidding. But this was the mall that we went to when I was growing up as a kid. So I've got some real vivid memories. Unfortunately, it's a well-documented mall as far as the old postcards go.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of pictures that you can find from this place,
It's
which
like-
is actually quite cool because it's like, you know, so many older malls and stuff just do not have proper documentation, and I really wish that someone like myself had been around back in those days.
That whole area back there, that was all like a big giant fountain. They had a bridge that went over it and stuff. Cool little like block seating areas around it.
Yeah, that's kind of the meat and potatoes of what they have for like major Christmas decorations here, but there's still some really nice touches throughout.
Oh yeah,
If you look up towards like where the space frame ceilings and stuff are, you can see like the garlands with the wreaths like all the way up and down the mall, which is a really, really nice visual.
oh yeah, it's nice that they still decorate. I mean, some people want to slag off on this mall, but it's still doing quite well. I don't know what people have against
Yeah, it's
Oxford
like
Valley.
the occupancy is fabulous these days.
Wow, there's a big line for the Pandora.
Probably one of those cases where they're still only like allowing a few people
Wow.
in at a time.
They're only allowing like 3 people in at a time. What's the point?
I mean, I guess maybe the upside to that is you get super personalized service in a situation like that. But
Well, it's a slightly high-end brand. Maybe that's what they're going for. Really, the only poorly performing area of this mall is down by the old Boscovs.
yeah, the old Boskov / Strawbridges.
Yeah. We've got a really cool picture of it when it was John Wanamaker with the eagle outside of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it when we get to it. Yeah, there's those garland wreath things that Heather was talking about right there.
Yeah, and it's like they have those all the way up and down the mall, and you know, with the space frame ceiling and you know, just the length of the mall itself, it just creates a nice visual.
Mm-hmm. Now this central portion over here of the mall, yeah, if you've watched any of our videos, you know what's coming up.
Yeah, likely they do.
But they have a dual staircase right here, and an elevator. And it's not even really all that scenic over an elevator. You get mostly wall, you know. But this used to be one of those big suspended spiral ramps that Kravco was famous for putting into their malls. Now they took them out years ago because they were harming people. They were snapping and stuff, you know. But this spot right here.
There were injuries on those in other locations, not this one.
Not this one, fortunately, yeah, but there was a few injuries. But check it out. You're gonna love it. There's a fountain underneath that has one of those dandelion fountains along with a couple of like jets that shoot in the air.
Yeah, you want to talk about places that definitely had a vibe. I can just imagine how much that would have been cool back then.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, that's something else, isn't it? I can personally tell you that I remember running up and down that ramp as a child multiple times, over and over again. Because it was suspended, it would sway a little bit and there'd be a little bit of a bounce, kind of like when you're on a bridge and it's a windy day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most people don't freak them out. I loved it.
Yeah.
And over here, they got us junked up with a bunch of these coin ops. But here's a closer view of that fountain right about there. Oh yeah, that's some cool stuff, I gotta say. Now, over here used to be the old Woolworth. It was a 2-story Woolworth. Back in 1990, they tore down the second floor portion of it and put in the food court. And now down here, you got this ridiculous place. It's a kiddie spa. Because kids are so stressed out. They gotta have a place to blow off some steam, right? All day at the nursery school. Oh, it takes it out of you, right?
Oh man, sitting at home playing video games is just so stressful.
Check out the sign over here. I mean, it's like, yeah, there you go. You got these little kids, they're like 7-8-year-old kids, and their feet in the tub. Oh man, you gotta take the stress off somehow. I mean, come on, school is so rough.
Being a kid is just so stressful.
Now I'm just gonna walk around over here behind where the ramp used to be. I got one more picture to show you from the old days.
This one's a doozy.
It's not a very good picture. I cannot find a high resolution picture of this, so it's gonna be grainy. But you take what you can get, right? You guys are going to be sick to death of hearing that song by the end of this video, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's still a cool spot now. But it just doesn't compare to 1978.
But I love the round cutouts that they have in these staircase and escalator areas.
Oh, yeah.
In this mall.
That just shows you what the original architecture used to be. Now down here we're getting into the old Strawbridge's wing, and you can see it's doing a little more quiet than the rest of the mall. Now you got a nice big old H&M right there, and American Eagle, but as soon as we pass the corner here, it's dead mall territory. It actually smells like a dead mall too,
And just to think that there's nothing on the other side of that wall now.
It's an odd thing to think about.
It really is, it's very sad.
Well,
kind of the end of an era, really.
Well, they just tore down the Wanamaker's building, and they did so really, really quickly. I usually don't see construction projects that quick, but they were in and out. The building is down. It's in a pile of rubble right on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, they totally, decimated that place over the course of just a few days. Really. Kind of sad.
But yeah, you got these hand-me-down decorations here. These are the decorations they used to use at the King of Prussia Mall several years ago. But they got nice new ones, and so they gave their old decorations to Oxford Valley.
I absolutely love these reindeer.
What was that?
I said I absolutely love these reindeer. They have some at Montgomery Mall as well.
Yeah, Montgomery got a few of their decorations also. I mean, hell, you gotta have a lot of decorations to fill KOP up, right? But over here, there used to be a really nice fountain with like 7 jets on it. And they had a big eagle statue right there. Check that out. This is a cool one. Yeah, that's not bad. I threw in the upstairs shot, even though it's a vertical shot, because it was just a majestic, grand old storage on Wanamaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one of those places you expect a guy with like a towel around his arm to come out and serve you. You know what I mean?
What do you say we go check out the upstairs?
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Check it out.
Down there, New York Thread. I think I got a lot of good stuff.
It's still just the weirdest thing to think about. There's a big giant pile of rubble on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on the other side of this wall anymore.
You know what I've noticed?
What's that?
Every time we come to one of these either dead malls or a mall that has a dead area, the worst spot in the mall always has a lens crafters. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember Richland Mall in South Carolina?
Yeah, that's like one of the last places that was even open at that place.
Yeah, I mean that was a mausoleum, that place. It was just like totally gone. But they had a lens crafters.
See what I mean about the visual effect of all those wreaths and garlands up and down?
Oh, it's a cool effect when they're all lined up like that, yeah.
That shot right there is money. Look at that.
I can't stay standing still forever, come on. But yeah, there's like absolutely nothing on this wall. This particular spot here, it was a succession of like 3 or 4 different dollar stores that were worse and worse quality every time.
Yeah, until eventually it just shuttered completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got these little snowflake-looking things here. I don't know. These are rather low effort, but they're not bad. And it's strange how it's like there's a dividing line right about here. You know, like there's an invisible line right there. Anything behind that line is dead. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
And as soon as you go out here, it's lively again.
This is really super nice. I like this a lot.
Check out the peanut shirt.
Yeah, we really like peanuts.
I'm a big fan of Charlie Brown series, yeah. I mean, it's an appropriate time of year for it.
Yeah, I mean, check me out, for example.
Hey, nice shirt.
But yeah, this is definitely a vibe at the holidays.
I just like the fact that they went through the effort to hang so many of those wreaths, you know?
Yeah, it's like there's
Gotta be like 20 of them.
a ton of them.
And it's like every single hallway's got these garlands hanging up. See that?
Yeah, I really like what they do with this stuff too.
Man, something's smelling good in here today.
It makes it quite festive going that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I wonder what that is I'm smelling. That smells lovely.
Is that like coffee or something? Or?
It's like I don't know.
Oh my goodness, how does a Target cart wind up here at the mall?
Yeah. Well, Target's right across the street. Oh, it's a shame that the fry guy didn't make it. Right there?
Oh wow.
The Gouda's fries no longer there. That sucks.
That kind of does suck because it's like that was actually a place that we had been meaning to try.
Well, I mean, meaning to try, never did though, and I'm sure others have felt the same way. It's just never, procrastination, you know. I like the little wood grain things they got on the bottom of that
Yeah, those are
Japanese
pretty
place
cool.
there. But yeah, another nice, comfortable food court. Not over the top, which not bad. Used to be a lot nicer with all the green and whatnot. They just painted everything white. That's what Simon does.
Yeah, everything looks kind of samey through here anymore, but even still, it's inviting. My favorite place in this one is the Chicken Now by far, though.
Oh, Chicken Now is great. Chicken Now is every last bit as good as KFC, and they have rice and mashed potatoes. Nobody does rice anymore, you know?
But yeah, this used to be a much better view until they went and junked it up with the advertising.
I really hate this. Who the hell is zapping that thing and going to Simon search? Really?
Not I.
Who's
I hate
doing
QR
that?
codes.
It's not even a
That's how
matter.
they've become so ubiquitous.
It's not
in
even a
our
matter of
culture
QR
anymore.
codes. It's a totally pointless thing to go to.
Right.
How you doing?
Get a load of that across there.
What's
That is
that?
really nice.
Oh, you're talking about the Erase again.
Yeah, I like this view out across there quite a lot, actually. It's so, I don't know. Kind of festive in an old school way.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. It's these comfortable decorations. It's not over the top. It's comfortable. But I mean, this is what they used to decorate King of Prussia Mall with these wreaths.
Really?
That's where they get their decorations from. King of Prussia got all new decorations, so they dumped their decorations off of Montgomery Mall and Oxford Mall.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's like I remember seeing the reindeer also over in Montgomery.
Yeah, it's the same set of decorations, because you see these wreaths over in Montgomery Mall too. They have like teddy bears hanging off of them, and they have like Raggedy Ann dolls and stuff inside of them. You know what I mean?
Now, the ones that I like at Montgomery quite a bit are the hot air balloons that they have down by the Macy's end.
Yeah, well, those specifically.
Yeah, those used to be at King of Prussia too.
They love when a guy gets right up in front of you and just every which way you turn, he turns. That's great, huh?
Oh, the joys of being at the mall during the holidays.
I'm glad there's a crowd, honestly.
Yeah, I like it when it's crowded.
This is cool. It's a Star Wars themed airsoft range. That's cool. They call it Space Wars. Space Wars. Now, a few months ago we came here and we did a tour, but I never released it. And during that tour, down there in front of the Sears, they had a really cool display with animatronic dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was a big Jurassic Park theme thing that they had here.
Yeah.
It was like super cool.
You know what? I think I'm going to put that in at the end.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of Billy Mays action.
Yeah, right?
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Now they're just using them for those big chessboards that you see everywhere, you know what I mean? The big giant life-size checkerboards. If I remember correctly, on the same day there was a bunch of, I don't know, like teenagers, and they were over here and they were all like sitting on the floor and they had like sleeping bags and they were playing games and stuff. I'm like, wow, they look a little old for that. What I really like about the old Sears storefront is these shiny black squares. I don't know. Anytime you see a store like that, it just kind of screams elegant to me. There's an old Macy's that used to be at the Berkshire Mall in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, that had this shiny black exterior. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that actually.
The Berkshire Mall. Boy, I miss that place, right?
That used to be one of our favorite places to just go hang out in the dead Sears wing and let them all talk to us for a while.
Well, you had to put your coat on.
Oh yeah, they didn't have, it's like, it was so dead and it was so far into that mall's demise that you literally had no HVAC on in that whole entire wing of the mall.
Yeah, well, the entire time that we visited was all within like a 4-month period in the coldest winter I've ever experienced in Massachusetts.
Oh my gosh, it's like, temperatures were down like, in the teens and single digits every day when we were up there. And it was so crazy because it's like, you would be at that end of the mall and there used to be like this one spot where there was like a junior anchor that had like a hole in one of the ceilings, and you could actually feel the wind inside the mall, and you could actually even feel, the mall kind of shake when the wind would roll through like that. It was crazy.
Now this spot here, I'm pretty sure I have a picture of this.
Oh yeah, we
From
have
the
a
old
postcard of this area of the mall right here.
Right about there, I think.
And it is a phenom. It is a beauty.
Right there. Yeah, that's cool. All those old pictures are cool. This used to be the wall ages ago. The record store.
Yeah, the record store. Then for a while it was FYE.
Yeah, and then they slimmed it down because it used to be 2 storefronts, like the Hot Topic and also this one too. And then, they moved down the way into that little tiny brown spot with the merchandise. Oh god, the modern FYE pisses me off.
And this was Justice. After that,
This was a 2-story Justice, yeah. And they turned it into the Slime Lounge. I don't understand. I don't get the Slime Lounge. Do you?
I don't get slime in general and why it's so popular anymore.
It's got to be something on TV that I'm missing. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're not here today. It does sound disgusting, doesn't it? What the heck is Slime Lounge? Oh god.
It's like, what is it, Double Dare time again?
Right? It's time for a physical challenge.
I'll take the physical challenge.
There's an old reference that dates us right there.
Oh man. 90s gold right there.
But we're coming up to the end here.
Yeah, we're about to meet ourselves kind of where we started this whole thing in a way.
Yeah.
But this would be a really great spot to end it on, looking out over the Santa setup.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
Yeah, we always love every trip to Oxford Valley Mall because it's always just, it's a vibe, it's a mood.
It totally is. It totally is. It just makes you feel home coming to Oxford Valley Mall.
But it's like this spot right here is just really nice, and it's like, look out across there. What's not to love with the space frame ceiling and just the general. So I even like the nighttime lighting in this place. Nothing over the top.
But yeah, I think that's going to about do it for our Christmas time real tour of the Oxford Valley Mall.
Indeed it will. And so, this is Heather on behalf of Raw and Real Retail saying thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for more.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas
Merry Christmas.
and a Happy New Year. This is Triple R over and out. Looks like they got some things set up over here. Over by the old Sears. Let's check that out. Actually, look at this here. Look at the sign right here.
West.
So it's basically just like for like a week. But they got a They got some cool dinosaurs over here. Let's go look at the dinosaurs. This is pretty cool, huh?
This is absolutely amazing. I could sit here and look at this all day long.
Wow. That's pretty cool. He doesn't move, but the other guys do.
But I mean, seriously, get a load of this guy, you know? It's like, he's like... He looks pretty ferocious, doesn't he?
Not the kind of thing you expect to see at the mall, is it? These guys are animatronic back here. Get the Stegosaurus over here.
But if you pay attention, like down in like the, you know, kind of vegetation areas, you can see.
Oh, he's
the little guys.
He's animatronic
Yeah,
too.
the little guy is animatronic too. Check him out.
You got your, I think it's the Dimetrodon over here. This is a neat little exhibit they set up.
This is so super cool.
Mhm.
I can't even get over how cool this is.
Now they set this up in front of the old Sears here. Originally this was a Gimbals way back in the day. It was a Stearns for a little while. And then it became Sears. It's been closed for a couple years now. Definitely not the kind of scene you expect to see down this end of the mall. This time of day, at this mall, they shut off the pop music and they start playing smooth jazz. Smooth jazz, maybe a little easy listening mixed in.
That thing legitimately looks like if that tail was to hit you, it would be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like this is still a work in progress too. Like they're still going to be setting up some extra stuff later, so maybe we'll have to come back, like, see what's up.
Well, it's set to start like today.
Yeah, maybe like next Tuesday or something we should come back.
Yeah.
See what it's shaking out to look like. I don't know. I'm just fascinated by the Stegosaurus though.
Yeah.
I really like him a lot.
You can, if you look real carefully down there, you can see the little mammals. There's these two little tiny furry things, and that's the beginning of humankind right there.
Seriously, I could stand here and watch these things like all day.
Come on,
But yeah, let's get moving.
let's get moving here.
Let's go take a look at the rest of the mall.